Hello everybody. Now I have come on this live video in order to give an let's say an illustration or better edification on the term Ardha Brahmins of Malabar that is often passed into a limbo of oblivion. Now, to begin with, literary source material which contain a lot of information about a particular community is an important part of data collection for understanding the origin and descent of that particular community. Myths were once dismissed as a farrago of legendary nonsense, which attitude has undergone drastic change. Today, myths and legends have assumed literary prefiguration so that they help us to evaluate fresh dimension in human existence through a process of digression, adaptation, and modification of original myth. In my maiden attempt to resurrect Nambudiri Brahmin roots from the ruins of a disheveled past, this technical term Ardha Brahmin, found glued to the pages of classical dictionaries, is no sheer hyperbole. Much discussion, however, is not required to conclude that what was contemplated by early Indologists pontificating on the term Ardha Brahmin was indeed suggestive of fishermen who had the title of half Brahmins because they were appointed by Parashurama to officiate as priests in temples established by him in Kerala. Under normal circumstances, our fraternity of historians undertake a painstaking effort at examining, discussing, and analyzing how potential readings get acquished in Brahmin's chronicle. But in the instant case, elitist historians mullish stand on a no-holds-barred campaign, dismissed the 7th chapter of the Skanda Purana as a canard aimed at Brahmin bashing. However, when British Indologists of the caliber of John Garrett, C.D. MacLean, Meadows Taylor, and others tried to communicate on the term Ardha Brahmin, giving it a specific endorsement found in the legend of Parashurama. Is that not knowledge of the past added spirally by historical consciousness? Should we not see that is as a retelling of social mobility concern in a subaltern context? Now, the books, I would like to give a better identification on the books. A classical dictionary of India written by John Garrett, or rather edited by John Garrett, and published by Higginbotham and Company, Madras, in the year 1871. Now, secondly, I would add a manual of administration of Madras Presidency containing a glossary and list of terminologies arranged alphabetically and indexed. edited by C.D. MacLean from Madras in the year 1893. And thirdly, a glossary to the book Confessions of a Thug, written by Meadows Taylor and published by Kegan Ball Trench from London in the year 1889. Besides, I would like to add that on a meticulous consideration, no serious objections were raised by South Indian Brahmin scholars in particular, like Justice K.G. Seshayar of Travancore High Court, Justice Muthuswamy Iyer of the Madras High Court, Dr. S. Krishnaswamy Iyengar, Professor K.A. Neelakanta Shastri, Professor Airavadam Mahadevan, and others of its ilk against those aforesaid British Indologists locus standi in pursuing the theme so as to allay all apprehension. The very epistemological premise of Brahmanical fishermen being challenged by post-structural analysts who argue that it is a fiction-like pattern of a story inherently impossible of belief. Now, little do they realize that it is they, in fact, who are echoing the tenets of some other post-structural analysts who explored the relationship between language, subjectivity, and the construction of cultural interpretation. Thank you very much. I would like to hear more comments from you. Have a nice day.